We're getting hated. We're getting brigaded. No more glades. Fans are disliking the new Solo Leveling episode. Give it to me, a boy dude reviews.
So, Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 9 was an extremely emotional one. Go check out my full review for that episode.
I did.
Once again, Solo Leveling has broken yet another record, but this time it isn't one to celebrate, as a post with over 1.3 million views has been circulating online regarding the latest episode of Solo Leveling. But what is it? Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 9 becomes the first of the season to hit over 1,000 dislikes on
At this point, hold up. Solo Leveling episode 9, Crunchyroll. How many dislikes does it have now? Because like, I think a couple days ago, it was like about to reach 2K, right? Hold up, can I bring this up? Can I even access it without having Solo Leveling subscription? Season 1 Solo Leveling, give me Season 2. Here we go. This is the one. Right over here. 2.5k dislikes now. Oh. I mean, this ain't that bad. It honestly is not that bad. If you do a relative comparison to the amount of likes and dislikes, it's gonna reach 3k, but it's not that bad. And if you compare, let's see, let's go to Season 2. Let's bring in the last 3 episodes by compare that. It's honestly not that crazy. It really isn't. Compared to the amount of likes, the dislike ratio for the previous episodes as well, with the hype stuff, it's honestly not that bad. You know what's really bad? The trash taste video with Hassan on it. Oh my god. Yo, we're gonna make another video on that later on. That shit is getting worse and worse. I think this got like 80,000 dislikes on that now.
Crunchyroll, the latest episode showcased Jinwoo's emotional reunion with his mother. While once again Solo Leveling has reached over 100,000 likes on Crunchyroll, quite rare for an anime to keep receiving all these amounts of likes. It is very fascinating how this is the
People
first
love this show, man.
episode this season to receive the most dislikes. But why on earth are fans disliking this episode?
Because they're stupid. It's honestly like, this is not that crazy, right? It's very logical. Think about the average fan that watches this shit. And listen, I love Solo Leveling, but let's just be objectively honest here. We are a bunch of Oonga Boonga retards. We just want to see the hype. We just want to see the fights. And when I say we, I'm talking from the perspective of like the average person watching this. They don't care about the emotional tones. They don't care about the, mom being back to life and Jinwoo crying and break him down and having this complete character arc. No, they're like, give me Jeju, give me a fight, disliked. That is literally how these monkeys think. It's really simple.
What is the reason behind it? Well, there are 3 major reasons which I believe fans absolutely dislike this episode. Reason 1, the manhwa readers are not happy at all. It is no surprise that Season 2 has cut out certain parts of the
I think that, again, these are just opinions, right? We're just fucking spitballing on the top of our head without any empirical data, but I think that this is an insignificant portion compared to the other tribes that I just talked about. Yeah, there's always gonna be light novel readers that's gonna be upset. There's always gonna be source material readers that's gonna complain about every anime episode because the nature of an anime adaptation can't cover everything, and some things will get cut out. Unfortunate that there was apparently a spar that was happening from their translator and this dude that pulled up to, start some shit against Japan. Unfortunate, but still, I just don't think that these type of people are the type of people that is the majority of the dislikes.
manhwa. I am an anime only and I do not know what's the manhwa cut out or left in, but from what I've been reading online, some scenes have been getting cut out, and I think some manhwa readers are just fed up with some of their favorite scenes being cut out. But I do sort of understand why A1 Pictures cut out some of those scenes. I think some of those scenes would have felt like padding and extra time that didn't need to be added into the episode.
Man, they should have just skipped the mom hospital scene. Get that emotional bullshit out of here. I want my goat fighting. Give me, cut out the mom and, Sung Jinwoo crying and put in the assistant fighting. Yup, fucking do it or I'm gonna drop this show.
You have to understand that when you adapt a manhwa or a manga into an anime, you have to understand the new medium that you are adapting your manhwa into. It is animation, and animation isn't just moving pictures, but...
Exactly. And just like how a boy dude reviews gets mad at every single fucking episode due to how every episode ends, with the so-called cliffhanger, right? That's just the nature of the game. The anime adaptation, the medium, it cannot possibly cover everything one-to-one. It's impossible. They could, but I think a lot more people will then cry about the pacing. I think that A1 Pictures is doing a fantastic job. There are stuff being cut out, but they are not that significant. I'm upset that the shadow slice of life stuff are getting cut out. I think it adds a lot more personality to the army, but hey, they got a tight schedule and they're delivering what needs to be done. And I think that by all measurable metrics, the viewership, the likes, everything, A1 Pictures is absolutely killing it with Solo Leveling.
But also sound and editing cuts. So a lot of those extra scenes that were cut out in the manhwa, I assume, were conveyed through the dialogue, music, and cinematography. Also, some manhwa fans will not like the anime adaptation regardless, as they will prefer the manhwa art style, but it's moving pictures. You cannot put all those extra details in the anime. Reason 2 in why I think people disliked this episode.
I think reason 2 is a lot more significant than reason 1. I still think that reason 1 is a very insignificant amount of people disliking, and even the light novel, manhwa, source material elitists, they're not so stupid to go out and dislike Brigade the videos. They're not. They're just upset and frustrated. They might leak a snarky comment, but I straight up think that they are more intelligent than the category right here, number 2.
A lack of action. In my opinion, while I do love the action scenes in Solo Leveling, I feel like I'm really here for the character interactions, the dialogue, and some of the plots.
Boring! I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. Give me fight. Monkey want fight. Monkey want aura farming. No fight? Dislike.
Development. I get just as hyped up when I see characters interact with one another and the plot's progressing.
Hell nah. You expect me to be able to appreciate plot development, world building, characterization? I can't even read the subtitles. I am a retard. I am here to watch a picture book. I'm here to watch the fight. Ain't nobody give a fuck about the dialogue. This, again, is the average fan that watches this show and dislike the episode.
Just as much as I see Sung Jin Woo go absolutely crazy on some of these demons. However, I am not the only person watching this episode. At the end of the day, there are some people out there in the world that will only watch an anime purely for the action. A couple of months ago, somebody told me that they do not.
And it's not like there's that many of them. Again, the likes to dislike ratio, yeah, there's a lot more dislikes here. But did you see 200,000 people liked it, right? Or actually, the most recent episode, I think the comparison was closer to 150,000. The ratio, bro, it's perfectly fine. But it is startling that there are like 2,000 people that are actually that stupid, huh? Like, this is what I mean, man. Like, 1%. You don't think that the 1% figure is a lot until you start to scale that number up. 1%, right? Out of 100 people, there's one dumb person out of 100 people, right? 99 reasonable people and one dumb person. But if you scale this up to 1,000, 1% of that is 10. Scale this up to 10,000, you got 100. Scale that by 100,000, now you got 1,000. Do you know what I'm saying? The 1% figure, listen, may seem very insignificant, but when you really think about like 2,000 people in like a room that all dislike the Solo Leveling episode, it really like makes you wonder, huh? Like, damn, you monkeys actually exist.
Care if the Demon Slayer ending is bad, if the character writing goes downhill, as long as the action sequences are top notch, as long as the art looks absolutely solid and beautiful, that is all they care about.
Yes.
And I do feel like a lot of people only truly care about an anime if it has great art and animation.
I think a lot of people do value the art and animation as one of the most important things. I think that the average person don't really care that much about story as much. Right? I think that, again, if we think about like the common person, of course, movie tier animation, action hype, that's going to get them way more excited. Also, there's more of them. What kind of demographic are we talking about in this overall audience? These are young kids, right? Children. Stupid little boys who get hyped off of super hype fights and fan service, right? That's why the battle shonen genre is the biggest piece of the pie. because there's a lot more of them than, let's say, 20, 30-year-old dudes. They're too busy working a fucking job and got responsibilities. They don't got all day to fucking watch anime, right? So, like, obviously, it's gonna be different type of demographic, but there's a lot more of those younger audience. And yes, I think that they do value the animation, the hype factor way more than any type of story.
There are so many well-written anime series that I have gotten into and watched and loved,
Steins Gate!
but many people would not even give that show a chance because, ew, CGI, or the animation is so stiff,
or like even like the anime Ping Pong, right? People see like the unorthodox animation and they're like, I would never watch that because they can't appreciate the story. I think that another thing, Medalist is a very interesting example right now because Medalist objectively is a really well produced anime, right? The CG is not even bad. The CG is amazing. The art style is amazing. But here's the thing. Children's figure skating with the main character being a female lead, I don't think that demographic, again, that enjoys these Unga Bunga shows cares about it. So it's not just about good art and like good animation, but rather like have like, you know, Giga Chad guy, super hype dude. Like guys find other dudes relatable, so center it around that as well. I think there's also a big component there as well.
or the plot is boring. It is so ironic that throughout Solo Leveling's anime run, people have been criticizing this anime for a lack of story, a lack of character growth from any of the characters, but the moment an episode delivers some sort of character progression.
Here's the thing though, the people complaining about lack of character growth are not the ones disliking it. The people that's disliking it are actually the ones that don't give a fuck about the character growth. They just want to see the fight scene. So again, I think two separate categories, but yes, the rhetoric, I hear you, but these dislikes makes a lot of sense. There is no contradiction here.
Spending time with these characters and getting to know them, boom, it becomes the most disliked series in the Solo Leveling anime series so far. Dude, the irony is killing me. And my second point goes into my third and final reason as to why people gave this episode a big fat dislike. Jinwoo cried in this.
Yes, I think that the crying goes hand to hand with the no action, right? A little bit like I guess it's like a smaller subsection off of that, because this part of Jinwoo crying is like, oh no, my Giga Chad Sigma Sung Chin-woo mewing monarch is showing emotion. A lot of fragile young men who's never had a role model, a father figure, they think that they watch like an Andrew Tate podcast and think crying is for pussies. They think that being a man, being a masculine man, is never being able to show any emotion, bottle that shit up, and just do this. A lot of stupid kids, again, that truly have no father figure, no role model in their life, are taught through this shitty ass, stupid, toxic masculinity and think that crying suddenly means like bad, that you're like a low value man. It's so sad and pathetic because, again, you have so many of these like alpha male gurus who talk about like, a man should be able to just buckle up, just shut the fuck up and grind. And yes, there is a bit of truth in that. The stoicism, right? Having that hustler's mindset, you know, not letting things, you know, impact you and pushing forward. I agree, but like, you're not you're not banned from crying, bro. You can show these emotions. In fact, being able to regulate your emotions by crying is one of the biggest symptoms to show that you are probably an intellectual being. You are able to regulate your emotions, understand how you feel this way, and move on. But stupid kids think that you have to bottle it up all in your own fucking head. And you know who I think that the best role model is recently? This is second channel content. I think that this guy is what the strong male role model should be. Not fucking Andrew Tate. Not these random ass pussies who got like done bad by a girl once and now they're all just like, oh, you gotta hit the gym and get rich to make all these girls jealous. No. I think Grandpa Max Tennyson from Ben 10 is like such a positive and like such a respectful male role model. This is the guy that you should strive forward if you're thinking about masculinity. Max Tennyson, bro, this dude claps alien cheeks. He does not discriminate. He is such a Giga Chad. This is who you should aspire to be. Not these random ass fucking alpha male gurus online, bro, that tells you that to fucking drop shit to get a Bugatti because your girl cheated on you. No, that's fucking stupid.
This episode, and people don't like that. Ever since episode 5 of Solo Leveling Season 1, people have been coming in their thousands praising the series, loving the episodes where Sung Jin Woo aura farms and goes crazy on some of these demons. Yeah. But you know, I don't hear as much praise regarding the first 4 episodes of Solo.
Yeah, because he's a pussy. He's not. In fact, he's far from it. He puts himself in these situations despite being the weakest. So you could say that that's a lot of courage there. But most kids watching this don't want to be this guy in the beginning, you know? They want to be the Giga Chad after. They want to be the person that they themselves are not. It's a fantasy for them. So whenever they're reminded of these vulnerable emotional moments, they don't know how to think. And they're just like, bad, dislike, negative aura.
Leveling. People don't seem to talk about Jin Woo that much. They only talk about how much he has changed over time and how much they love the new Sung Jin Woo. I do believe that so many people are used to this new Sung Jin Woo and they love how unpredictable he can be, how cold and calculated he is, that the moment he expresses any emotion, fans are extremely disgusted by it. When I saw the scene of Sung Jin Woo break down the way he did in Season 2, Episode 9, I was stunned. I was truly believing that Sung Jin Woo was going down this dark path.
Yeah, he really wants the mom to die, bro. But I agree. In this moment, I think that this really added an extra layer of characterization to the character we know as Sung Jin Woo. Not this cold, ruthless dude who goes on this aura farming, but a delicate side. The human side that we thought was maybe going away. That's back in full form as mom comes back. It's beautiful. It's the complete character arc, right? That's why he did this from the beginning. But again, the average fan watching this shit don't care about any of that things. They don't care about these story elements. They just want to see hype, and just like a stoic Giga Chad that just goes to fuck shit up, kill bosses, get all the bitches. So if they see him breaking down emotionally, to them it's just like, oh, that's not me. I would never cry in this situation. Disliked.
And his emotions were slowly fading away with every kill he made. It was getting to the point where I was believing that his mother may not make it out alive and he will go down an even darker path. But no, she makes it out alive, and while I'm happy for Sung Jin Woo,
I want him to start theorizing about how the mom can still die even though she's back right now.
And Jinha, I did not expect how much this meant to Sung Jin Woo. It was the first time seeing the real Sung Jin Woo since Season 1. And just like in my Saturday review of the episode, I do feel like all of his trials and tribulations that Sung Jin Woo has gone through, all of the mental stress that he was going through, it all came flooding down, seeing his mother safe and healthy. Wow.
That's right, the episode title was called It Was All Worth It. That's why he's breaking down all the different things, all the struggles, challenges that he's been doing up until this point. It was all worth it. That's the entire fucking point of the episode. But again, they don't care about this shit.
Well, I must admit that a part of me did expect the mother to die and for Jinwoo to go down an even darker path. I still love the direction this episode took, as it meant a huge deal for Sung Jin Woo, and it has now opened the doors for what Sung Jin Woo's next goal would be. Some of these hate comments absolutely baffle me because you say that the episode was
Zakuza, 12 hours ago with the blue check mark, says filler episodes are always boring and annoying. I feel like this gotta be rage bait. This gotta be rage bait.
Say that the episode was fillery and boring.
I think that not Sung Jin Woo, cause his personality more powerful, not as crying boy. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Profile picture, Sung Jin Woo, aura farming, check. English grammar, non-present, check. Now, it could be a language barrier, but it's just funnier to think that this is an illiterate person. Thinking, Sung Jin Woo? He's supposed to be powerful. Gets all bitches. Cool, hot, strong. Powerful man cry? No. No more. Dislike.
And unsatisfying, yet if we went straight to the next arc, you would be complaining that it's way too
1-star reviews. We gotta read these 1-star reviews, man.
rushed. But this
Separate video. We gotta do a solo leveling 1-star. I think we might just do it today. We'll see about it. These might be IMDb. We'll see about it.
despite all the hate, surrounding the episode. The 1,000 people who disliked the episode are part of a small minority.
Absolutely. Such a vocal minority. These are the stupidest of the stupid. So again, right? Happy people don't go and like leave comments like this and dislike the video. They just move on. There's everybody like again, anytime these kind of situation happens, we are basically putting a magnifying glass on these people. There really is no big drama happening. There isn't, right? Everyone is having fun. Now there's going to be a small subsection of people that are stupid, and it's fun to point at them and make fun of them. But it's also, again, just the idea. Just remember that 2,000% figure, right? Sorry, 2,000 person figure compared to like 150,000. Comparison, it's nothing, but just imagine a room of those 2,000 people in a gymnasium. Just think about that. Really, like, makes me kind of scared that, like, damn, y'all really have the same voting power as me, huh? Like, your vote matters just as mine. Like, you can decide things for me. Like, that's the thing where, like, now I'm not proposing some sort of extreme method to get rid of them. No. That can't be like that, right? I'm not trying to get banned here, but it is so frustrating to think that these people have just as much as power as you when it comes to, like, elections, voting. Oh, man.
As the overwhelming majority of those who liked so.
Hey, Nicholas Light! First episode that don't do boom boom pow pow, slow things down, makes you care about the characters, gets dislikes, lol, Marvel fan. Why is Marvel what? I got no clue what the drama here is. Marvel fans getting straight bullets out of fucking nowhere right now, okay.
Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 9 are indeed part of the vast majority of those who liked Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 9. And I do love seeing everyone come to this episode's defense and call out all of those toxic haters. People found Daima to be boring, slow, and didn't have enough action yet.
This is true though, right? Let's just get things cleared up right now. Dragon Ball Daima, the episodes that we watched, now I hear that shit's popping off right now, but in that like beginning phase, oh my god, it's so fucking slow and boring. It's not for me. But I'm not gonna go out and say I fucking hate Daima, dislike. I'm just gonna, it's not for me. I'm gonna walk away. It's not the Dragon Ball Z or the Dragon Ball Super that I envisioned, but hey, it is what it is.
The moment it had action towards the end of the series, people were praising it, doing a huge 180, calling it a 10 out of 10 anime.
Yeah, because they just want to, you know, it's just the hype factor, right? The trends, they just want to fucking glaze.
It's almost like people are embarrassed to admit that they only watch an anime purely for the fight scenes, and they only watch a certain anime series purely for that main character to go down that dark path. I remember the manga readers absolutely praising My Hero Academia when Deku went through his dark Deku phase, and then absolutely turning on the manga the moment Deku started to cry when Ochako and his friends were there for him. It is the same toxic energy that
I still haven't finished Attack on Titan, by the way. One day we will. One day.
Only want emotionless, aura farming, 6-foot muscle man beating up the bad guys and being a cold dude. I truly believe the issue does not lie.
Again, there's a lot of people, right? The people who goes out and dislike stuff like this, they're not emotionally mature. They don't know how to even regulate their emotions. So of course they're going to be amazed at the aura farming. That's all they care about. So if you really think about that, like that 2,000 number figure, it's just so funny, and it makes all the sense to me that, like, yes, these are the stupid children I've been talking about. These are the dumbasses that don't even know how to feel about themselves, and they get confused when they see Jinwoo crying, and they get mad and they dislike.
Within the series, but within the specific viewer who watches it. Regardless, Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 9 was indeed a solid 9 out of 10. I couldn't give it a 10 out of 10 score because, mate, it went by so quickly. I was so mad.
That's crazy though. I rate it 9 out of 10, but I can't rate it higher because it ended too quickly. What? You're mad that it was so good that to you that the time passed that quick? So hold up, are you saying that it should be so fucking boring that it should feel longer? What is that criticism? I don't know. If an episode passed by that quick, it means that the episode was that fucking good. And if the cliffhanger happens, it is what it is. That's an insane deduction based on how much he enjoyed it. I loved it so much that I'm gonna dock it a point.
Glad it ended so quickly. It's just a nitpick. But mate, I am looking forward to Saturday's episode of Solo Leveling Season 2, Episode 10. But tell
should be
me
fun.
in the comments down below, what did you guys think of all this? Did you like the episode for what it was and the emotion it brought? Or are you one of the haters who disliked the episode at the time?
Here's the thing. I'm built different. Here's my hot take. I don't give a fuck about this, bro. Yup. I'm a monkey. I watch Solo Leveling for the aura farm, the hype, the mewing monarch doing crazy shit, getting the bitches to power fantasies. That's what I watch it for. I'm going to be very honest with you. But at the same time, I can acknowledge and appreciate the character development, the emotional tones, and understand that this is beautiful, that this is art. Is this my favorite thing about Solo Leveling? No. But am I gonna go and dislike the fucking video because it wasn't aura farming? No. Because I'm a grown-ass man that can fucking contextualize two separate things. But a lot of stupid kids, again, they just need to be more like me. They just gotta be more honest and be, you know what? Fuck the mom scene. Fuck Sung Jin-woo crying. But that's not gonna make me upset and dislike the video. Like, if only people could mature and be able to, like, think beyond their initial fucking urges. But that's why they're monkeys. They don't know how to fucking critically think. They act on their instincts. Please go check out A Boy Dude Reviews video. Here's the link to the video. Go give it a like if you did, and I'll see you next time.